Yes, you got to put your baby first, but you also have needs. As a woman, as a mom, as a person, you have needs. So don't neglect. Hey y'all, it's Imani. So today we're talking about all things motherhood and college. My first tip would be you have to pray and you gotta ask God for strength every day. I find myself in like random moments. I might just be playing with Journey after a long day of school, and I just have to really stop and be like, God, please give me the strength. If you're really pushing yourself to do that, you're gonna have to talk to God. You're gonna have to get in the word. You're gonna have to ask him for strength and just pray that you really follow in the steps that he is preparing for you. The second thing that I've done is I make sure I put my baby first at all costs, okay? If my baby is sick, if she's not feeling good, if she's coughing, if she has diarrhea, I'm not going to school, I'm staying home. But I made sure every time I did miss school that I communicated with my professors. Even at the beginning of my semester, I told my professors, all of them, I told them I have a daughter, so she comes first. If I gotta miss class, I don't miss class. Obviously, I ain't put it like that, but that's the gist of it. And they were really understanding and just always told me to provide a doctor's note. So if anything ever goes on with you or your baby, make sure you get a doctor's note. It's a lot of things that come up as a mom, and you just gotta make sure you put your baby first. Like, forget the classes, forget the homework. Take care of your baby and take care of yourself, okay? So it was my first semester back after having my baby. 5 classes was just too much for me, so I did drop one. But whenever I have to do homework, assignments, projects, because I'm an art major, so I've done a lot of art this semester, and you really have to focus on that and put your time into that. But when you're a mom, you have to put a lot of your focus into your baby. So what I did, whenever she went to sleep, that's when I would do my papers, my projects, readings, any of that. I will do it when she sleeps. I go to school full-time in person, so I put her in daycare so I will be able to do that. And that's also another reason why she has been sick, because she's been in daycare. If I have a few extra hours before I pick her up, I'll do some homework, and then I'll also do it when she sleeps. I never do homework during nap times for real, unless I procrastinate it. But you know, you really have to be focused into that. And if I'm doing an assignment and she wake up like after 50 minutes, then it don't really help me for real. So I do it when I have a long period of time, which is when she's sleeping. I have my baby in daycare, so that's the biggest thing I would say. If you're going to school online, then it's definitely different. You can do that and have your baby at home. But since I'm going to school in person, I'm not able to just not have her in daycare, especially since school is 50 minutes away. It just wouldn't work out for me to be taking her back and forth. It would be a lot to do, way more than I'm already having to do. Having her in daycare hasn't been a problem. We haven't had any major issues. I just make sure I communicate with them. They communicate with me during the day with pictures, telling me what she's eating. They let me know when she's sleeping. So everything's been really good with that. I will say, don't be ashamed of putting your baby in daycare if you're a mom, because at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yes, you gotta put your baby first, but you also have needs. As a woman, as a mom, as a person, you have needs. Don't neglect those needs, trying to just fit into what society say or be a perfect mom. And like, I stay at home with my baby. Okay, good for you. I'm going to school, so my baby in daycare. That don't matter. It don't. Y'all like the hair? Do y'all like the hair? Because I'm loving it today, so that's why I really want to get on camera, because it just came out so cute. I was like, let me make this video that I've been putting up. Okay, anyway, I cry about my life. Not about my life, I cry about how hard it is being a mom and going to school. So I do cry, I do get overwhelmed, I do get stressed. Sometimes I have breakdowns. One time this semester, I had a really, really big breakdown where I wasn't even really able to function. And I talked about that on my channel, but I got through it, and that is thanks to my support system, which is my parents, because I live with my parents, so that also plays an important role. My parents help a lot. They pick her up from daycare. Sometimes they also watch her whenever I'm really stressed, whenever I need help. They've been such a big help, and I try to thank them whenever I can, but sometimes I do get in my ways, get in my head, overthinking and stuff, so I don't really thank them as much as I should. But I will say, if you have a support system, really use it. You have to use your support system, because raising a child really does take a village. Like, you can do it by yourself, but you shouldn't have to do it by yourself, because raising a child is not something that should be done alone. I really don't think so. So if you don't have a village, you should try to create one. You should try to find one. Try to count on your friends, just even if it's the daycare. Like, you need to have people there to be able to help you. If you have family that you haven't reached out to but they want to help with your baby, if you're far away from your family but you want to be closer, move back. Like, don't feel like you gotta be out the way. Really count on your support system, especially early on, because you're gonna need that. That's just how I feel though. Like, if you have to move back with your parents, if that's something that you're able to do, don't feel bad for that. You gotta do what you gotta do so that you can provide a good life for your baby. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do every day. And that's what I'm gonna keep doing until I get there. I make sure I communicate with my professors, and I also communicate with my dean. I also started communicating with these people when I was pregnant with my daughter, so they already knew I was pregnant, took a leave, and I told them, like, I'm coming back. I do have a daughter, but they already knew that this was my situation because I made sure I communicated with them every step of the way. If you're having a baby, if you're pregnant but you plan on going back, make sure you talk to your professors, make sure you talk to your deans, registrar, talk to whoever, talk to professors that you know you're gonna have. Don't just wait till the last minute. You halfway through the semester, you like, oh, I got a daughter, that's why I missed class. No, you gotta be on top of it because your situation is probably different than most of the people that you go to school with. So you can't just move the same way that everybody else moves. But even if you don't have a kid, even if you just got different stuff that you got going on, make sure you communicate with your professors in college. You want to build those relationships. So I don't have much of a social life, all right? Because I'm a mom every day, all day. And y'all see from my videos, most of the time, I'm just in the room, this room right here, with my baby. We playing, I'm making her food, I'm cooking. That's really what I do. Because of that, I don't go to school events for real. My nights and my weekends are spent just spending the time with my baby because she's in daycare most of the day. So you gotta think, like, when I get home, I don't have that many hours. It's just really time to feed her and get her ready for bed and get ready for the next day. So on the weekend, I just spend it with her. It's just sacrifices you have to make because at the end of the day, the child that you have is the most important thing. And your job, my job, is to make sure I provide the best life I can for her, no matter what sacrifice I have to make. Like, it don't matter how I feel about it. Ultimately, like, it matters. And I'm like, you know, I probably feel some type of way, like, dang, I wish I could have did this, that, and the third. But as long as she's good, she's happy, she's healthy, she's thriving, that's all that matters. Because I feel like with society, it's a lot of parents that prioritize their feelings over their child's feelings. Everybody was raised different. Everybody seeing different stuff. I seen my mom and my daddy be there every day. And there's a lot of parents that don't do that. I know that was long-winded. The next thing that I do, I have a set routine for my baby. And for the people who have been subscribed to my channel since she was like 3 months, y'all know that we started that routine early on and we stuck with it this whole time. With the night routine, it's like rock solid. Most nights she go to sleep at like 8 o'clock. Some nights she'll be kind of restless, not want to go to sleep. It might be about 9 or 10. I think that having a set routine with your baby where she goes to sleep, she or he goes to sleep at a good time, where you're able to get stuff done after they go to sleep, I think that that's really important. So making sure that you have a set routine for you and your baby is really important for productivity, especially with going to college and getting enough sleep, getting enough rest, and prepping for the next day. I will say, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I procrastinate and I may wait to write a paper the night that it's due. It's 8 o'clock, the paper due at 11:59, and I'm writing it like I'm just starting it then. I think I procrastinated with every assignment that I had this semester just because I really had to get back used to being in school and doing assignments, having deadlines and due dates. I really had to get used to it. With me having my baby on a routine and me having, you know, me making time for it, even when I procrastinated, I was able to get it done on time and get it done well. So I will say, like, one of the most important things is praying, asking God for strength every day. It has helped me. Having your baby on a set routine so that you're able to get it done. You don't want to be having your baby all over the place, you all over the place. You gotta have a set thing that you do every day so that you're able to get it done. And this goes for all moms, even if you're not in school. And I know I've only been a mom for a year, but I do feel like, I know that I've been doing a good job. So I know that I'm at a place where I could give moms that are, you know, younger than me, or maybe they have a younger child than me, I can give them tips. Even maybe old, not too much older, because, you know, if you like got a 5-year-old, I'm sure you probably know what you're doing, but you know, anybody can be open. Anybody can benefit from tips from other people, just because people have different experiences. Now, as far as like my opinions, I don't know if that'll help, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. I just feel like as a mom, you should be there. You should be being a mom, not going out every night. And if you just leaving your kid with anybody, that's crazy, just so you can go out. Don't do that, please. Prioritize your child, and then also prioritize yourself. Everything else, you're not missing out on nothing. Like, me being a mom, I don't feel like, well, I do be feeling like I'm missing out sometimes, because I get in my moods where I'll be like, dang, I wish I could have did this. I'd be mad. At the end of the day, if it's for me, it's going to be for me. Anything that I want to experience, I'm sure I'll be able to experience later in life. And if that's what God wants me to experience, I'm going to experience it. It don't matter what anybody say or what anybody do. Like, but yeah, so I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this encouraged any mom that wants to go back to school or is already in school. I just want to let y'all know y'all can do it. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Not really TikTok, because I don't be on there too much, but hit my Instagram at imani.jj for any, like, if you want any encouragement, any tips, if you just want to reach out to me for more questions about how I'm doing it or whatever, like, please reach out to me, because I'm human just like y'all. Like, talk to me, DM me. I'm going to DM you back, for real. Like, I'm a regular, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then also to moms that may not be in college, but you still watching, you're doing a good job. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting your baby first, and you got this. And to all the people that's not moms, keep living, keep thriving, keep doing the best that you can, because that's all that you can do. And I know a lot of these things I'm saying are definitely ideals and stuff that my parents have instilled into me. So that just goes to show how important being a parent is, and you really gotta instill good morals and values into your child. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. If you're doing good, and if you're not doing good, then keep doing it to try to do better. I will see you in my next video, and I hope y'all enjoyed this one.